I was doing my daily trading routine until I saw something in the chart, guys. Gold is flashing an exciting signal for us, for every single Bitcoin and crypto holder. And I want to jump straight into the chart to show you what I saw in the charts today. I found this chart right here on Twitter. And actually, it's very exciting because it shows how gold predicts Bitcoin moves since 2014. If you go to the 2014 bull market, is the first bull market for Bitcoin, we saw gold, this basically gold yellow line, increasing from 1,100 to about 1,300, which represents slightly less than 30%. Now, it is a significant increase for gold. Right after that, gold went into consolidation period, which took about a year, 2 years of time. What Bitcoin did in that time, well, this beautiful orange line just exploded in price, right? And went into phenomenal bull run up until 2017, end of 2017. Well, then Bitcoin has the bear market. Well, if we'll take a look at the gold, something very similar, a consolidation period, I would say. Right after that, in 2020, just after Corona crash, gold again goes into phenomenal bullish run and increase in price by again around 30 to 40%. Now, Bitcoin does nothing, right? Gold goes again into consolidation period. It takes years to complete, while Bitcoin goes into phenomenal 2017 bull run. Now we know what happens next. It's a bear market of almost 1.5 years, right? Bitcoin results in price goes to up to 16K. Gold consolidates for a few years. And again, last year goes into phenomenal bullish run. Bitcoin reaches 100K and then consolidates down, goes down by 30%. Well, I think you can already see and understand this correlation going on. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that there is a huge correlation between gold and Bitcoin. However, when gold investors are exhausted, what I feel that's happening in the market right now, money flows into Bitcoin. You might ask why this correlation might happen. It's because of cycles. And gold cycle bottom coincides with the Bitcoin cycle top, and the vice versa. Take a look at the cycle indicators and see what exactly they're showing now for Bitcoin and for gold. Right now, we're in TradingView checking the gold chart out. And as you can see, the 2-week cycle indicator that we have at the bottom of the screen is preaching the top. Okay, here we are preaching the top. What happens with the price? It increased significantly in the last period. Okay, in the last, I would say 6 to 5 months, gold actually went into parabolic run. It was, let me redo this line. Gold went from around 2,600 up to 3,300, which is about 27%. That's a significant amount for gold. And that's actually a bullish run. This is a bullish period for gold. What's going to happen next for gold? Well, you already know the 2-week cycle is going to trend down right here. The cycle top, and then we have to go to the cycle bottom. And it will take a couple of months to complete. If you take a look at this cycle bottom, right, basically bottoming pattern, well, it took at least 3 to 4 months to complete. In that time, gold is not preaching up. However, it is consolidating, right? So here we have the top, the previous top, and here we have the bottom, okay? Now, we can expect a very similar behavior from gold right now. People who made money with gold, they have to park this money somewhere. And where they're going to park this money? In stocks? Well, maybe. But knowing that there's a lot of uncertainty in the macroeconomic situation, the money will fly to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Let me show you the 2-week cycle indicator for Bitcoin. And here we are at the bottom. So now you can understand how the 2-week cycle goes. Here, we are going to the bottom. Bitcoin was simply resetting after a phenomenal run last year, right? We increased in value from 55,000 right here to 100K. So we almost doubled in value. That is a lot even for cryptocurrencies. Look, we almost doubled in value, okay? Now, we can expect a very similar pattern to unfold right now. Bitcoin is going to make a bottom within the next few weeks, okay? Maybe even 1 week. It might go to 76K, 73K to simply scare off all the investors before it starts its bullish pattern to the upside. Now, I don't think we're going to have this kind of week. This is very funny one. However, I believe that we will be over 100K area already by May or June 2025. I think this will be a very, very quick move. And this move, guys, ladies and gentlemen, the investors will simply miss it. Many retail investors will simply miss this move, while many smart investors, the ones who are following cycle, are going to get on the boat right now. I'm not saying that you have to put your money right now. I want you to follow cycles on the smaller time frame, like 2-hour, 4-hour, 1-day cycle. So when the 1-day cycle goes down, jump into the market by then. I just added 1-day cycle indicator to the chart, and we can see that the 1-day cycle is already going to the bottom, while the price is actually not falling. It's an extremely bullish pattern for Bitcoin. Now, what we want to do, we want to wait a couple of days until here we see a clear reversal. Okay, here we want to see a clear reversal. If the price manages to stay afloat around 80,000, we can expect a very and sudden bullish move to the upside to the 90,000 area, 88 and 90,000 area. So what I want to say is that stay attentive to the charts and act. Monday can be that day when you have to jump into the market. I will definitely do another video and tell you my moves and what I'm doing with my investments. Now, there's actually one more chart that I would like to show you, and this is stock development. Basically, what is happening with the stocks, it's actually very predictable. We made the cycle top when S&P 500 reached 6,100 area. You can see we had a clear double top here on the day 17. We went to a cycle bottom day 23, and then day 6 was the left translated cycle top. Then we went down by around 20% to 4,900. Right here, we touched that area briefly, we jumped up, and most probably we're going to revisit that area once again to make the full cycle bottom. Now, what might happen in this situation, is that Bitcoin will follow stocks and also will go down for a very little while to make the ultimate cycle bottom, because 60-day cycle bottom is upcoming for Bitcoin within the next 10 days. And from the end of April, I expect a big bullish run to go over $100,000 for Bitcoin and most for other cryptocurrencies. I'm very bullish on Link. I'm very bullish on Ethereum. I'm very bullish on ENA. These are the coins that I hold that I'm going to buy even more within the next days and weeks. And one last thing for today, guys. I was scrolling Twitter and I realized how crazy some people are and how delusional they are. Look, this guy right here, Joe Burrant, is saying that Bitcoin is at 84K, but 840,000 in 12 months would not surprise me. And look at the engagement. It's like over 169,000 views and a bunch of likes and reposts. The reality is that most of the people are delusional. Most of the people are into Bitcoin and they're underwater right now. And they actually need to do something in order to feel themselves better, okay? Because people are emotional. Look at what Lady of Crypto is saying. That's everybody's spending money, printers go burr, and biggest bull run ever. I must say that you always have to check cycles and you always have to understand what's going into the market. Don't follow influencers and don't follow every single word what they're saying, especially when their comments are unjustified. Find the proof in what the people are saying and only follow those people that actually were right in the past. I want you to go back to my previous videos to see what I was saying in the last videos. And then you'll be like, honest, I'm ready to subscribe to the channel and I'm ready to follow your journey. Follow my journey and see you in the next video.